Welcome in the latest. Oh, I did it again. You know what?
New week, new you.
I should have to bet another $100 for every time I do that. All right,
We need a jar. We need a jar, and every time you put $5 in it.
I don't know why I keep doing that. All right, 5 reasons to bet. Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at 5 Reasons Sports or at Ethan J. Skolnick. Our guy Jim Rodriguez. You can follow me at JRod Show. We color coordinated today. We're both wearing the shirts. You got to get the dog in the shirt. BUSR.com/5RSN. Jim's had a good run lately. I've been kind of disappointed with myself that I haven't managed to get the picks in time. Let's get to it. We got some NBA. Of course, everybody here wants to know the Heat, so we'll do that one last. We got some NBA, and we've got some baseball here. Let's start with a pretty interesting NBA game, a potential NBA Finals. I mean, I don't necessarily, before the season, you would have thought one of these teams would have been an option for that, but the Suns and the Bucks, the Suns creeping in on that number 1 seed in the West, although they just had a bad loss. The Bucks have been a little bit up and down, but still, Giannis playing at an MVP level. Drew's playing well. What do you see for this one?
Well, first of all, despite Finley here, I don't. We're not going to do underdogs or anything like that.
Right? Very good. Now I get the gimmick. Yes.
My apologies, Finley. Well, listen, it's the Suns and the Bucks. You're right. An epic matchup. Pretty good for a Monday night. That's a good way to start the week, right? Listen, the Suns have been an ATS against the spread monster. They're 35-21, but that 2.5. They're getting 2.5 points. The book knows. It's got me a little flummoxed. I don't know if I want to take it. It's too close. To me, anything under 3, you might as well do the money line, right, Finn? Mm-hmm. Right. So what I'm going to do is this. The Suns are a 3-point machine, and the Bucks give up a lot of 3 points.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? It means points, okay? Points. 233 is the number. I'm going to go over 233. And if you're interested, go ahead and take the Suns getting the 2.5. They might just surprise you and win the game.
All right, that's a high number. Over 233 there. All right, so we'll see how that one plays out. All right, Warriors Sixers. Steph Curry's averaging 39.5 points over his last 10. It's ridiculous. He has no help though. The Sixers. Ben Simmons says he can defend anybody. He's a better defender than Bam Adebayo, who's Defensive Player of the Year. I assume that he'll be stuck on Curry at times tonight. What do you see?
Well, again, 9.5 points is the number right now at BUSR. That's a tough number. I mean, the Sixers find a way to cover, but I don't want any part of 9.5. So I'm going to do this. We're going to have a little bit of fun, just like Finley's having around here. Okay? First team to 10 points. Let's have some fun on a Monday, right? It's a money Monday. First team to 10 points. You said it. Curry's averaging almost 40 this month. He's shooting almost 50% for 3-point. I can see the Warriors starting a nice little 10-4 run. Doc calls a timeout, and then we get back to business. But first team to 10 points, Warriors at plus 145. I'm going to roll with that.
All right, that's interesting. I mean, then you don't have to watch the rest of the game. All right, let's get to the Heat now. Bam Adebayo, huge shot yesterday. I took the Nets yesterday, and then Durant went out, and I felt stupid about giving the 5.5. I know we've struggled a little bit with the Heat here because they've been so hard to call this season. They're playing a Rockets team. John Wall rested, so he is going to play tonight. I would assume Jimmy Butler, I heard, could play. This is not a long-term injury. I expect probably Dragic rests on the second night of a back-to-back. How do you see this one playing out?
Maybe because I've been playing with my dogs all weekend. These numbers just don't make any sense to my little head. Rockets plus 8. So are you confident in the Heat giving 8 points to anybody? I mean, they lost to the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I would think, I wouldn't lay a lot, but maybe the Rockets plus 8. But again, the Rockets, they tank mode, kind of, sort of, trying to get that pick. Plus 8, I'm going to be safe. 218 is the number. I'm going to go over 218. I think they're going to score points. The only thing that concerns me, I'm still going to go over 218. Both teams played yesterday.
Yeah.
Both teams played Sunday. For the Rockets, not a bad trip. They were in Orlando and the Heat were home, so it's not like it was a debilitating trip. So I'm going to stay 218 over. But if you're living dangerously, take the Rockets in the 8 points. See what happens.
The only thing I'll say about this with the Rockets is Miami Beach, the curfew's been lifted. So who knows what happened last night after they got in from Orlando. All right, let's get to Just a consideration here. All right, let's I mean, James Harden's not with him anymore, so I mean it's a little bit different. All right, you got one baseball pick today. You're a Dodger fan, so you can't be objective on the Giants, but how do you see this
zero
against the Phillies?
Zero. But this is actually makes a lot of sense. It's the Giants at Philadelphia. Phillies are monsters at home. They're 7-2. Chase Anderson on the mound for the Phillies. He's got an ERA. The opponent batting average is 156 against him. He's got a strikeout to 9-inning ratio of 10 strikeouts per 9 inning. And let's face it, we saw it all this weekend. The Giants stink. The Giants stink. So I'm going to forget over-unders, forget run lines. I'm going to take the Phillies straight up money line. Phillies win this game.
All right, Phillies win against the Giants. Heat, maybe you take the Rockets +8, although more likely the over 218. -2.5 on the Suns, but more likely the over 233 in their game with the Bucks.
Yeah, the Suns are getting 2.5. Suns are getting.
Oh, they're getting 2.5. I forgot about that. I apologize. +2.5. And then the Warriors, Sixers -9.5. But you're going to play the first team to 10 points and give a shot that Curry comes out of the gate blazing. We'll see what happens there in that one. All right, BUSR.com/5RSN. There it is, 5RSN. You can see I don't need to point. Pointing is rude. You get 20% off if you do that. 100% off if you use the Bitcoin. Bitcoin's down today, so maybe you want to wait till tomorrow on that, but we'll see. All right, we'll be back on Wednesday.
Nice shirt, Ethan. Nice shirt. Nice shirt.